Hey guys, it's Mel. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, today is Wednesday, the 22nd of January, and I've decided to have a day today that's a little bit slower paced than what I've been having for the last couple of weeks. I've been feeling like I've been getting smashed. I've started to notice that in the warehouse here, there's corners with some extra piles. There's stuff on the floor starting to gather. There's things that need to be put away. And I'm just kind of feeling like, I need a catch-up day. So today is my catch-up day. I've still got like tasks and everything to do, but I'm just going to do them at a slow pace. There's no like hustle and bustle today. And sometimes I just need those kind of days. Okay, so I'm just sending my office out, and I'm also just doing a little bit of admin. There was an order yesterday, multi-order with one book that I just couldn't find, a painting book. And so what I've done is I've sent the rest of their order, and I'm just letting them know that that book wasn't included with the order. So I'm going to refund on that one book, but fingers crossed, I'm going to find the book while I'm doing the rest of the picking, and then I'll just send that book off to them separately if I can find it. Fingers crossed, and fingers crossed that they're okay with that. But I've looked and looked for it. At the moment I just can't see it. And I'm sure it'll be one of those books where when I'm not looking for it, it'll be like, there's the book. It's one of those books when you look for it, you just can't see it. So yeah, I've sent my office for the morning. I'm just doing my admin. I'm just looking at what orders I should urgently try and get out today. And then, yeah, I've got one other book that's due out today. I just haven't been able to find it, and I kind of feel like I've almost sent it before, but I'm looking in my sold history and it doesn't say that I've sold it, so I just must remember photographing it because it's not that old, but I can't see it anywhere, and it's so frustrating. I've sent a lot of orders in the last couple of weeks, and there's only been like a few that I just have not been able to find, and it's probably the thing that causes me the most anxiety in my whole business. And I get to the end of the day, and when I can't find a book, I am super, super stressed. So I'm totally aware that I need to get in here and get like a stock take on this stock done. But I'm just trying to keep up, and I'm chasing my tail as it is anymore. And to do the full stock take is such a massive job. But I am hoping that one day next week, when I'm out here and I can work longer hours out here in the warehouse, then I might be able to find like one day where I literally just dedicate the whole day to stock take, nothing else, no packing orders, no photography, like literally nothing, just stock taking for like 12 hours solid. that's hopefully that. I think that's gonna, I don't even know if that's like a maybe. I think it has to be a priority, and I think I have to do that, because it's stressing me out more than anything when I can't find these orders. And you know what the worst part is, these orders that I can't find, they're like $11, $12 items that are selling, and it's a lot of like the time that I'm spending looking for these low items that are making such a minimal profit. It's not a good value of my time. These low-end books that have been on the shelf, like this book that I can't find, it's been since 2022. So, you know, it's been moved around a few times in my warehouse. And yeah, it's another reason why when you have this old inventory, if you're not doing stock takes, like it can get moved around. Like I've moved 3 times, I think, probably. In fact, that book was from my hoarder haul. So that was when I was in my storage units. Then I went to my home garage, then I went to the other warehouse, and now I've come here. That book's been moved 4 times. So that, you know, there's no wonder I haven't really done a full stock take in that whole period of time. I've done stock takes on occasional shelves. I haven't done a full store stock take in ever. Ever. So anyway, yeah, that's my biggest stress at the moment. It's keeping me up at night. It's making me stress, and especially when there's like 2 or 3 orders that I can't find. And I've been lucky, like yesterday there might have been 4 orders that I couldn't find, and I was able to then go find all of them except for one. But like, it's that stress of hunting for those orders that I can't find it's really stressing me. Right, okay, what's next? Let's see if I'm done, and then let's see what's next. Oh, cha-ching, did you hear it? So this is one of the areas that's driving me nuts. It's just like stuff everywhere, because it's stuff that was going to go into this office, but because it was being painted, I was leaving everything out of it. This is one of the areas today that I need to kind of like tackle a little bit. So C7, okay, this is only a new listing. What else have we got? O4. This bike I'm moving today. I don't care, it's going. R5. This trolley of books is like a shelf that I want to stock take. So I've pulled them all off so I can stock take them, and I haven't had time yet. What have we got? A table. This D shelf, I've put a lot of new listings on it, so it's actually selling. Keep coming to this shelf a lot, so it's good. It shows that the books that I'm listing are books that are sought after. Now this book says G3 or Z1. So let's have a look. Righto. Well, guess what, guys? It is not on G1, Z1. Yes, here it is. Y2, is Y in here? X, Y. Y. Y2. Ah, here it is. I feel like most of the orders that I'm having trouble finding are in this aisle. I feel like this aisle needs to be inventoried first, because I feel like this aisle is definitely becoming an issue for me. Sometimes it's just me. This book I was searching before on R3. It wasn't on R3. I was starting to feel stressed. Just had another look. It's actually on RR3. So I just, yeah, honestly, like sometimes the error is just mine, and I think it's like the stress of not finding it. Cha-ching. It's just me, probably without my glasses. I don't know, it's just me, user error sometimes. When I do the new SKU, I'm actually I'm not going to have double numbers like R and RR, because it does, if I forget to put one of those numbers in when I'm doing the SKU, it gets confusing. So what I'm doing now is I'm doing each single number, but in here, everything is like A to 5. B to 5, C to 5, and then it goes into double A's. When I re-SKU everything, I'm going A to 15, B to 15. There's 3 shelves for every single letter, and that's going to get me enough in this warehouse that I won't have to go into double letters. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, where are we? Just had another one that said it was on R5, and again I was looking on R5, so I was panicking. That was a $75 book order. I was like, no. Okay, this one I know is here because I just listed it, so it's on one of the nice new shelves. I can't get that one wrong, possibly. I can't possibly get that one wrong. And once again, it's on D3. This one sold like literally within about an hour of me selling it. Okay, I'll show it to you since it sold so fast. Middle Child, a family's grim struggles for survival. So it's a biography, a true story. It had like a little sticker thing in the front here that said it had been donated. So I'm not sure where it's actually been donated to. Doesn't seem to have any other library things. It's in immaculate condition. I only sold it for $22. I don't know, maybe I underpriced it because it went within an hour. Oh, I should just live permanently down D. D9. Oh, that's good. It means the stuff that I'm listing is selling it. Okay, The Adventures of Humphrey Bear. This one only just sold for $18. I loved Humphrey B. Bear as a kid. He was absolutely my favourite. Okay, Dive. 50 Places to Dive Before You Die. I sold this book yesterday, so I've got another one obviously of it. Like I said, diving books, popular. Y3 is empty. Oh, Y3 is this one on the shelf. I felt like it had too many books, like it was really squashed. Oh, look at this. This is one that I just couldn't find. Oh my goodness, that makes me feel better. Okay, Y3, 50 Places to Die. Oh, there it is. It's going to be up. Yeah, I pulled this one off because I was like, the shelf was too full. And I was like, there's just no way. It's got to be like 2 shelves or something combined. Because the shelf was just exploding with books. And none of the other shelves are like that. So look at all the gardening books. Okay, we are back. D7. Crime scene. U3, did I say? Why am I looking on U2? Come on, Mel. Found. Okay, last one. I've left all the multi-orders. Where to put my glasses? I swear, I'll be called Mrs. Forgetful soon. So while my orders are printing, I'm just going to send a few more offers because there's more watches that have come in on some of these books. Yeah, I'm just constantly trying to send offers as I start to see new watches on the items. Just try and get them off as quick as I can. July. All these labels are feeling curly, which means the paper is getting ready to finish a roll. Yep, not much to go. Let's have that out, waiting, ready to go. Probably have to order a whole big bundle of bulk mailers again soon. I've got 5 boxes of small left, 1 medium and no large. So I normally order the small ones in lots of 1,000, which is 10 boxes at a time. And then the medium ones and the large ones, I kind of just get a couple boxes at a time because trying to store like 10 boxes of them each, it's just too many, like takes up too much space. The small ones I use the most. But yeah, I need to have a spare box or 2 or at least of the other ones. Oh, let's just add this to the clean up pile. After I pack, I'm just going to potter around and clean. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, the friendship books. These ones are sold for about $45 from memory. This is one of the best self-help books, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Just very popular self-help book, and I think it will be one of those ones that's just forever popular. Not as good as Atomic Habits, I don't think, but definitely a good one about habits. Yeah, so I've been working pretty hard the last couple of weeks. Big days, late nights. I haven't really had much time off, to be honest. And I feel like this weekend I feel like I need to do an outdoor activity. I haven't been getting out to go really for any walks, and yeah, I just feel like I'm almost like craving like some kind of trip into nature, or I just need to be outdoors. We've had quite a bit of rain here lately as well, and I'm just hoping this weekend there's a bit of a sunny day. Maybe Tom and I can take a drive out somewhere where something a little bit different to go and do a walk or a hike. I don't know about a massive hike, but yeah, I just feel like I need... Does that make sense? I don't even know what I feel like doing, but it needs to be something outdoors, and it just needs to feel like I need some sun, and just to get out, just to refresh with nature or whatever it is. This book series is the Shiloh Legacy. This is books 1, 2, and 3. It's by Bodhi Thone. Christian living fiction books, but those ones are actually sold to a school. So they must want them for their library, I guess. I don't know. It's to a Christian school. So unless it's a teacher or somebody, I guess, working there that's just having them sent there because they're not at home. I don't know, but yeah, could be going to the school library. Might be a popular book that they hire out and they need to get more of. I forgot to print a label. Look at this old cookbook. Look at the old, actually it's a bit dusty on the top. Can you see it? I might just give it a clean with the paintbrush. Let's see if you can see it. Can you see all the dust? Probably going near the camera. The old black and white photos were so unappealing, weren't they, for a cookbook? But I guess that's all they had. But I bet you some of these recipes for these cakes and these biscuits and these sweets, I bet they're delicious. But yeah, look at the old dust cover on this. It's a much loved cookbook, and I'm glad somebody else is gonna use it and make delicious cookies and bake them. And I forgot the label for it. Okay. Now, Oscar has finished painting the room for me, but I still need to do a bit of a tidy up on the paint around the edges on the floor. So that will take, I just got to get the floor paint from Tom, because I don't know where he's put it. Okay. I can hear my phone cha-chinging. What have we sold? Happy Gut, the cleansing program, In the Frame by Helen Mirren. Okay, I've just picked a viewer's order here. This is going out to Patricia, this one, and it's going overseas. It's going to be very heavy, I think. What do we got? 7.8. So probably once it's wrapped up, it's going to be at least an 8 kilo order. Right, now I know that 5 kilos Australian is 11 pounds. So 8 kilos is going to be, I don't know, like 16 pounds or something. Probably more. Now, I've gone and found a box. And I think that box will be all right. I don't have any bubble wrap in here. I need to buy like a roll. Normally I do keep a roll of bubble wrap underneath my packing table. I don't use it very often, but occasionally I do need a bubble wrap. And for this occasion, I would use bubble wrap. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them into some padded mailers into the box, and that's just going to help protect it. It's not my ideal way of packing. Don't copy my packing skills. But it's going to get the books there and they're going to be safe, and I'm going to be able to use what I've got here. I'll just show you what she's ordered. We sure can. Jams and pickles are reviving the lure and lore of the local foods. Jams, jellies and preserves. Perfect preserves. Gluten-free instant pot cookbook. Preserves. This is a heavy book. Wild weed pie. I'm not sure what, it's a cookbook, but I don't know. And food from many Greek kitchens. So lots of cookbooks there, lots of books on preserves. Preserve books are popular. Pretty, like some of them are only low end, but they're just a popular thing. I guess people need help with learning how to make preserves. I tell you what, but back when I was a kid, my auntie and uncle used to make lemon butter, and oh my goodness, it was so delicious. Like, I loved lemon butter, homemade lemon butter. Actually, Tom and I went for a road trip, and we went through this very small like country town where they had all, like, somebody had made all these jams, and there was like a lemon butter there, and I bought it for my auntie for Christmas, because when I saw it, it just reminded me of when they used to make it when I was a kid, and I know that she doesn't make it anymore. So how am I going to do this? I might use a couple of mailers. Now, Patricia's paid $270 for all these books, and to get the postage to America. Pretty sure she's America anyway. I'll have to double check that. Now, I don't know if she's overpaid on some postage. She paid $120 in postage. You know, normally postage can be quite high on like a heavy bundle. So now I've got a little bit of a gap in here. Do you know what I'm going to do? Patricia, I'm going to stuff it with one of my bags, a brand new bag here that I use for carrying my parcels. It's even got a yellow tag on it, so that way when Tom and I go, I'll take it off, but Tom and I sometimes go to like book fairs, and so that we can differentiate in the car afterwards whose bags are who, mine have the little yellow ribbon on them so he doesn't try and steal all my good books because we all know that I'm the better picker. I could Frankenstein the box. I'm just not very good at it. I'm not a very good... I know, look. I can use this. I just need a little bit of stuffing in the side. There we go. Now we're recycling. Oh, perfect. Okay, I just wrote a little note on there. Sorry for the random packaging. Okay. Tom and the boys always laugh at me when I pack boxes because I don't pack. I like to just use my mailers. I like simple when it comes to like packing. And sometimes I get these big orders and the boys always like laugh at me like, why do you make it like, why do you cover it in plastic? Right. See? Doesn't that look pretty now, guys? And you know what else I'm going to put on there? Some Back from Burnout stickers. So let's just put it on here. Now she'll know when it comes. Why not? We better put it on both sides. We don't know what side the postman will deliver it. Okay, now I need to do a label and I need to check the weight of it again with all my padding. Oh, look at that. So 7.8 is now taken up to 8.6. So the packaging makes a difference. Let's see how much it costs. Since I estimated $120, $134. So that's okay. I estimated $120. It's come in a little bit extra, but I'm not worried about it. Patricia bought a lot of books there, and I'm more than happy to cover that. So $134 to ship something this big to America. So yeah, it's not cheap, guys. The postage is not cheap. Right, I've got to go get the label from Tom's. Perfect. I got a few more orders coming in. I wasn't planning to pack for very long today. I really was in slow mode. I just thought I would pack a few orders and then potter around here. But every time I'm looking around at all the big tasks that need doing, I kind of just don't feel like doing them. I'm just in slow mode today. I feel like I'm just going slow. I don't know. I might just sit down at the computer and do a little bit more stock taking because yeah, I just don't feel like doing any photography or I just don't feel like doing any big hard-hitting tasks today. I think I just need to sit. So after I've packed these ones, I think I'm packing more orders because I'm procrastinating. I'm procrastinating on going through the tables. I'm procrastinating on the gardening pile. I'm procrastinating on building another photo pile. I'm just procrastinating. So I think that's why I'm just keep picking the new orders when they come in, because that wasn't the plan of the day. The plan was just to pick a few of the orders and then get on with some tasks, and I just don't feel like it. I got another order here, and this is going out, I'll just make sure I get the name right, Sarah. This is going out to Sarah. 4 cookbooks on baking cakes and biscuits, and she says in the little message here, I love watching your YouTube videos. I have my own baking business, so these cooks will be grateful for my cookies and cakes. So she's going to use these for her baking business. So I don't know, Sarah, tag me in on Instagram if you've got a page or anything that's got your biscuits, and I can drool over them. Everyone knows I like to drool over cake and biscuits, so just because I can't cook them. Okay, where are we? Now, why don't I have the label for that? I haven't printed it. Okay, what have I got? I've got one here called Happy Gut. And I don't have the pricing here for this one, but I would presume this is probably just a cheap one. Actually, here it is. Where is it? Happy Gut has sold for $19.99. I was going to say, well, looking at a book like that, I can pretty much guarantee it's $20 or less. Okay, one more. And then what have we got here? In the Frame by Helen Mirren. This is an autobiography book. It's a nice book, actually. For an autobiography, it's in really good condition. That one is sold for $19.99. I just saw another international order come through, so I'm going to get that in the post as well. I want to get them going quick. I know some of the US has had some postage delays with the fire, and one of my other orders that I shipped a couple of weeks ago still hasn't arrived because it says on the tracking it's been delayed. But this is from Kimberly, and she's ordered some Mills and Boon, and she said, I'm looking forward to reading some Mills and Boon. So maybe she's never read any before. She keeps seeing them in my videos and wondering what the hype is about the Mills and Boons. So anyway, I'm just going to double mailer this as well, like I always do for international. Okay. Let me guess, 1.7. Ooh, 1.808. I nearly had it. So I use Tom's printer to do my internationals and sometimes I forget to switch the printer back. So when I just pulled off those other two labels, I accidentally printed labels for them over on his printer, right? Now I've gone back in and got my international label, but it frustrates Tom when I have other printing coming through the printer using the printer, which I get. It's a dumb mistake, but it's an easy mistake to do. At least there was only two. Anyway, he's there. He's trying to give me another printer. I've got this printer. You can take it. It's another printer. But I don't want it because it's got like ink, and I find ink is very expensive. So, and I don't know, maybe his is ink. I don't know. But I prefer to use like a LaserJet printer where it's like, I don't know, it costs you like $70 and it like lasts you for like 2,000 things, which will last me for ages because I don't do that many international orders. So I've got a laser printer at home and I just need to bring that into here, and that will make him happier. I think he's fed up with me going in there and using all his stuff. It's like, oh, I need a box to pack an order in for an international. It's all right. Tom will have one. I'll just go into Tom's box area because he does a lot of boxes for... Tom's got like a whole little area in his warehouse just full of scrap boxes and stuff for when they have to pack orders that are going, or just pack orders in general that need to go in a box or going internationally. And there's probably something I need to look at doing in here. Like the other day, I cut up some of these like little bits of paper, so I could cardboard, so I could put them in there. And I probably do need like a little bit of a stash of cardboard and boxes and and my own printer, and you know, it's been good while it's lasted, guys. I'm going to put a little sticker on this one as well, since I put another one on the other international one. Anyway, my days of using Tom's printer, they're numbered, they're up. It's time to put my big girl pants on and get my own printer. Well, I must say, in the old warehouse, I just didn't have any room. I didn't have any room for another printer. Like there was no room for one. But here, I can probably hook one up either right next to the scales here or down there. I don't know, like I might put it in the office. I don't need it all the time. So I don't need it into like a key position of the warehouse because I don't use it. Like normally I would do like 1 or 2 international parcels a week. I've had a few more lately, but normally it's not very many. So it's like if I have to walk into the office to get like a printer label, it's not I walk over to Tom's, it's not the end of the world. I normally team it. Like when I walk over to Tom's, I go to the toilet. I double up on the walk. Right. Oh, what am I going to do now? I just, honestly, I feel like going home. So when you don't feel like doing stuff, that is often a sign of procrastination, if you didn't already know that, guys. So it's about becoming self-aware about it and recognizing those times when you don't actually feel like doing something. And then you still got to be able to take the action and push through even when you don't feel like it. Because what happens is if you're feeling, I don't feel like doing this, I don't feel like photographing all these items today, right? But if I don't feel like doing them, and then I procrastinate and I do other tasks when I know there's tasks that actually need doing, then what happens is I'll end up getting more stressed. You know, like I've been a bit stressed lately when I can't find some orders, right? But if I don't get my other stuff done, if I don't get my stock date done, if I don't get my listings done, there's a whole lot of other things that will still like lead to more stress and more frustration. So even though I don't feel like doing something, I can't just, like in the past, a lot of the time, if I didn't feel like doing something, I just don't do it. And then that's also a form of self-sabotage. You're letting yourself down when you just don't do something because you don't feel like it. And that feeling of not feeling like doing it is simply procrastination. So it's really important to, I think, take note of when you're feeling that lack of motivation or you're procrastinating on other tasks like I have been today. It's actually good to like step back. Like I was just thinking about it then when I walked to the toilet, and I'm like reflecting like, come on, Mel, like why are you procrastinating today? You haven't procrastinated once in the last 2 weeks. Like since the 1st of January, you've just been go. Like, why are you procrastinating now? And I think it's because I'm just feeling a little bit tired again. I've gone hard for like 3 weeks solid. And I haven't had many days off. Like I said before, I haven't been out for a walk or in some nature or doing a hike or getting some like vitamin D, or I haven't done any of that. So I'm starting to feel a little bit tired this week. And I have done some late nights, and I think it's just that tired is now leaving to me to not feel like doing stuff because, like I said, I came in here this morning, I'm going to have a slow day, right? And that's good. If I need a slow day, it's good that I recognize that I need a slow day. But it's a reflection of, okay, I need to mentally take note. Are the days that I procrastinate days that I'm actually feeling like I need a rest or I'm tired? Because that's something that I'm trying to become self-aware of. What makes me procrastinate on some days more than the others? And it generally is by the way that I feel. So I think though, motivation comes from doing stuff. So even though today I don't feel like doing very much, I'm still in here. I didn't just stay home and have like a bed day, but I've come here, I've had a slower day, and I'm going to go home early, and I'm going to have a relaxing night where I'm not on the computer and I'm not doing anything like that. So I will have like some time off, some break. And I've already planned for this weekend. I know I'm going to take Tom out for a walk or a hike or something. He doesn't know it yet, guys. I'll be like this. Righto, Tom. Guess what? We're going for a hike in the bush. He'll just be like, oh, you're kidding me. But no, I feel like it. And I also feel like he needs it as well. He's been stressed. Everything's on top of him a little bit. We both need to get out and just have like a day over this weekend where we're just not in here for like 12. I think last weekend we were in here Saturday, Sunday, like 12-hour plus days each day. Like there was no break. So I've recognized the point now. I'm procrastinating because of this, and I should be talking while I'm actually taking these photos. And look at me, I've just thrown my bag there because I've procrastinated on putting it back where it goes, and that's how we create mess. And where's my phone? And here it is, and I need a lanyard or something. I'd never find my phone. These books are actually listed from my house last night. So they're all in the, they're actually scheduled, and they're actually like all done except for the photos. So the listings are complete, they just didn't have the photos. And the reason being is the last couple of days in the warehouse, I haven't had time to sit here and do any photography. Where are these going? I don't even know what shelf. Wait. Sorry, guys. Right, I need to put these on D3. Right. See how I'm out of, oh, there goes my pen. See how I'm out of sorts? And it's just because it's because I'm tired. So I'm making mistakes. I'm frustrated. I don't feel like doing anything. And it's because I need a little bit of self-care. But these books here I had at my house. So I do have a little bit of, I would say a stash, I guess, maybe, of books at my house in my home garage that are unlisted. And the reason I have them there is in the case of an emergency. Like, what if I'm sick and I can't get out to the warehouse, but I'm like not sick enough where I can't get out of bed, but maybe I can do some listing, you know? So I've got some books at my house in case. What if there was like COVID, where then it was all of a sudden everyone was banned and it wasn't allowed out? Well, I've got like books at my house in my home garage, not a huge amount, but just like a little, I wouldn't call it a death pile, I'd call it like a little security stash. And it's been coming in handy for me these last couple of weeks. I've used it a few times when I haven't had as much time to photograph here in the day because my daughter's with me this week. So I like to get home so that I can be there with her. But when she goes to bed, when she goes up to her bedroom in the evening and plays PlayStation with her brothers and her friends and stuff, she goes on there and she plays games. And while she plays games, then I can sit at the computer and get some listings done. But because I haven't had any more photos, like the last lot of photos I took was all those gardening photos, and they're all listed, they're all done. I need another big photo session day in here, and I know that I'll probably do that maybe, I don't know what day. I'm going to have a big, in the next week, but I'm going to have a big catch-up day with my photography. And the thing is, I haven't had any photos, but I've had these books at my house. So they're not flash books, they're not high-end books, they're just kind of like easy books. But I've just had them in my thing. Last night, I just brought them in from the garage, sat them down next to me at the computer with a big pile, and then I sat there drafting them off the books without the photos. But I tell you what, it is more time consuming to do it that way because the listing is done, except now I have to take the photos. Now I have to go into the drafts and I have to, go back in there, open up each listing, put the photos into it, and then push live. Whereas normally when I list from the photos on the desktop, I don't have to do that. It's just the photos get dropped in as I'm listing, and the photos either go live straight away or they go into my scheduled box. So I definitely find that having to go back in there and upload all the photos on a separate occasion, way more time consuming. And if anybody does that as part of their process, I would actually highly recommend that you try it a different way, because I find it's double the work, really. You're just opening those eBay listings, it's like however long it takes, 20 seconds, probably not 20 seconds, but when you get the little spinny thing, and it just, like, half the time when I'm listing, I'm waiting on eBay. Like, I'm a faster lister than what the eBay computer is. Like, I'm waiting on eBay most of the time. So, and then the other thing is, like, especially like with these photos, I try and stack them into the bag, like I had them in the bag there. I try and stack them into the bag in the same order that I'm actually drafting them, because otherwise you've got these drafts there with no images, and it's just like you've got to be reading all these listings to find the photo that matches the book. So I really do try and keep the stacks so that when I upload these photos, it's going one after the other. So I'm not searching for which book goes with which listing, especially when there's like 50 of them or whatever. There's a lot of things to be scrolling through looking for the one that matches it. So, yeah. Anyway, I really don't want to be a procrastinator, and I'm very aware that I often self-sabotage myself by doing things on the way that I feel. I'm very, very aware of that. And I make decisions based on how I'm feeling. And I don't want to do that this year. It was part of one of my goals. Don't make decisions based on just how you're feeling, Mel. Like, my goal this year was just to keep doing and keep taking action. So even though today I don't feel like this, and I could quite easily pack up and go home right now and just say, stuff it, I'll do this tomorrow. It doesn't need to do today. Actually, no, it does need to be done today, because yesterday I didn't get any live listings up, but I did draft all these books. So once these photos are done, I can just go drop them in, and then there's my listings up. And this year I'm trying to do, like weekly listing goal rather than daily. For the simple reason that I have days like that where I just don't have the photos, or like I'm drafting books from home and I can't actually send them live because I don't have the photo. So last year, it's always been a problem for me, the listing daily. Like, I always seem to fail on those goals. And 100% I think that listing daily is the way to go, and it helps keep the eBay algorithm. But my goal this year is a weekly goal. And that means some days I'm listing more books than other books. And it just depends on how the week is going and where I'm up to. So these ones will go into the store today. But again, tonight, like, unless I sit here now and take another like 50 books or whatever on top of these ones to photograph tonight, I guess the motto of the story is, if you notice yourself procrastinating, and it's likely that it's because of feelings, if you're procrastinating because of feelings, then take a little bit of a step back. If you know, like, try and become self-aware of why you self-sabotage or why you don't take action some days. Why do you not get the things done that you say that you're going to do or that you commit to? And I guess the question is, like, take note of that, become self-aware of it, and then when you are self-aware, it helps you to step back and say, right, the only reason I'm procrastinating is because I'm feeling a bit off today or a bit tired or whatever the reason is. But what can I do that's going to take action that's still going to get me closer to goal, but maybe not at the same speed as if I was 100%? Because if you're not at 100%, you can't perform at 100%. That's really, really hard to like fake that. You can only perform. So if I'm, there's no way, like some days I perform at 100%. There's other days, today I'm not performing at 100%, but I'm still getting my stuff done. My most important things, like my orders, are going out. These are going to get dropped in, so my listings, I'll get another, like, however many this is, 50 listings up in my store today, you know. And that's it. Because just the motto, be self-aware. And also, I tell you what, once you start doing, the motivation just starts coming. So, right, if I start this task and if I'm like, oh, I don't really feel like photographing, but as long as I start it, then guess what? Once you've started something, you can generally keep going. Like, you can keep going more than you think you can keep going if you just start. Sometimes the hardest thing when you don't feel like doing something is just starting. You just have to start. You'll be surprised. You might sit there and go, oh, I just don't feel like it. Well, I'm just going to do 10 photos. But then you might do 10 photos and go, actually, you know, I can probably do another 10. And you keep going. And that's how you do. You just keep pushing on every day, little steps to get you closer to your goal. If you got these big goals, like I got big goals of like doubling my eBay sales this year, well, they're not going to double if I just constantly have days where I don't feel like doing it and doing the work and taking the action to actually make that happen. It doesn't just happen. You don't just luck of the draw, double your sales, you have to actually do the work. If you want to increase your 90-day total, you have to do the work to be able to do it. Simple. So, yeah, that's it. Even on the days when you don't feel like it, you got to keep doing the work. Okay, look guys, I'm down another like 5 to go. Right, done. It wasn't too hard, was it, guys? I smashed it out. I did it. It's done. Photos are done. Tom's just arriving now so we can go and drop the post off, and then I'm going to come back and I'm just going to quietly I'll drop those photos in, get those items up listed, and the other thing that I'm going to do is just stock take a few more shelves. And that's it. A nice slow day. I'll feel like something like pasta or something for dinner, like some comfort food. That's what I'm having. Thanks, guys. Bye.